Hey Aries, and welcome to this reading. This reading is all about what you don't see coming. And what you don't see coming is that you are becoming your inner child's new favorite superhero. And what the lyrics my guides want me to share with you in this reading come from You're the Reason by Etham, I think is who sings it. And the lyrics they wanted me to highlight are, and I don't know what to start with. I've been lost, been brokenhearted, but with you I can talk about it. You are the reason, you are the reason. So you may be finding someone that you can finally open up to about your childhood trauma or like trauma and abuse that you've been through throughout your life. You may be finally being able to speak about the things that have hurt your heart for a very long time. And in doing so, you're going to be bringing healing to yourself at really deep levels. And my guides want me to share this video with you.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you have turned into someone who would have protected you as a child, and that is the most powerful decision you could have ever made.
And any time that we're working through trauma or abuse that we've suffered, it requires courage. Healing is not for the faint of heart, it requires a lot of effort and a lot of courage. And I feel like that's why this card came out. It says, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Yeah, so you're going to be going really deep with Scorpio coming out here. You're going really deep, not just like talking about the surface level things, but like the things that hurt the deepest that you haven't talked to anybody about, that you've carried it with you forever in your current situations, in the past, everything. It's time to talk it all out, to talk about everything, like to, because you've been carrying it inside you for so long. It's just time to let it all out. And this is going to help a new start blossom in your life. This card reads, a new start is coming. And your guides also want you to know that you and your loved ones are safe. I'm not sure why this card is coming out. Maybe you're afraid to talk about what you're going through and how it feels and any trauma or abuse that you've suffered from, because you're like worried about how that's going to affect other people. But it's more important that you're able to process this pain so it doesn't just like bounce around inside of you for the rest of your life, because that can do a lot of damage as well. And also the last oracle card is, you are good enough. You've always been good enough, Aries. And I feel like that as you unpack this trauma and this wounding, that's what you're going to discover as well. Like all the times that you've let the way other people treat you define who you are, all the ways you've beat yourself up for not living up to everyone's expectations, all the times you've struggled to know your worth. As you unpack, this happened with me as well, because I had to go deep. And when I was unpacking it all, and I realized, oh my gosh, I am not the things that were projected onto me for a lifetime. It totally blew my mind. I am actually enough. I'm okay just as I am. I feel like that's what you don't see coming, is you're going to finally, because you're going to be liberated from so much of this trauma and this toxicity that's been holding you down. And you're going to realize that was not what actually tells your story. It's actually who you are that tells that story. And I feel like after, this is emotional. Sorry. I feel like after you speak it all and get it out of you, you're going to have a new appreciation for yourself. Because you're going to see oh my gosh, sorry, how strong you've been for so long. You've been so strong, and goodness, so you can do this, though. You can do it. I know it's hard to do, but there's only healing that can result from this, and you deserve that. Your child self deserves that as well. And I thought that was so cute that the Sun card came out by next to the Nine of Wands. And so this is talking about trauma and abuse from, it could even be from your childhood, but it's kind of like I said at the beginning of your reading, you are becoming your inner child's new favorite superhero, because you have been through so much. You can see this little kid, he's celebrating this guy here that's still standing, even though he's been through so much. And he's saying, I feel like you already are your own favorite superhero, and you just don't know it yet. But yeah, you're still standing even though you've been through so much. And but when you face this, and when you address it, and when you heal it, I feel like there's only happiness that can result from that. There's only joy and freedom. You can see this kid is on the other side of this brick wall, this barrier that is in the way between you and your happiness is just overcoming that, like speaking it and getting it out of you, so you can finally step into the light again, so you can finally feel good again. So it's because when we ignore our trauma, because I've done this a lot in my life, it shows up in other ways, like asking to be healed in other ways. Like we can suffer from depression. We can, in my case, I struggled a lot with chronic pain and physical issues because I was just trying to push it all down, like just stay down, like leave me alone. I want to pretend like you don't exist, kind of thing. But the pain that needs to go somewhere. And so it's going to manifest itself in other places in your life, in your health, your mental health, things not working out, letting go of dreams and goals because you're drowning in this pain. So this is going to be such an amazing thing for you to be able to experience, being liberated from this. Yeah. And you're going to finally be able to come into alignment with who you are and who you came here to be, what your purpose is, because there's going to be nothing clouding that. And you're going to be building your life on a foundation that actually feels solid and stable and happy. There may be someone in your life, in your family or something, that you're going to be talking to, because the lyrics of the song say, but with you I can talk about it, you're the reason. Yeah, there may be someone very special that's coming in to help you with this. And we have the Nine of Cups, and this is like you also finally being able to feel safe and content in your life. And like, I don't have any worries in the world because I know who I am, and I've healed myself from the inside out, and I'm clear. I'm finally clear now. I'm clear of all the things that held me down. This is also going to really help open up your intuition and your relationship with the divine, or like the universe, whatever you want to call it. This is going to clear so much that has clouded you from knowing yourself. You're going to get a whole different perspective on who you are and the worth you've always held. And you're going to realize that you never needed approval outside of yourself because you've always been good enough. And that, my friend, is what you do not see coming. And even though, like I said, it's scary to work through past pain and trauma, and it requires courage to do that, when you do that, you're going to be able to finally step into the light. Life is going to get so much lighter and happier and more free. And those are all the things you deserve. And that is what you don't see coming, Aries. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time.